Good morning, everyone. All right. Well, got a big day today, man. We're in the middle of March Madness. Got baseball starting up in a couple days. When's the last time Baez got it hit? We have to track around him.
I lost count. Who knows?
Yeah, he's not looking too good. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of NBR. Every Sunday morning we get together and we act like we know what the hell we're talking about, and we don't. So today we had to bring in the heavy hitter, Mr. TD, who is a NC State alum.
Obviously knows what he's talking about.
Goes without saying.
Let's go. Welcome aboard, Trent.
Thank you, guys. Pumped to be here.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, man. I'm excited.
So, were you guys? First of all, I want to thank our Patreon members, everybody that logs in every Sunday. We appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. Where do you guys want to start? You want to start with the March Madness, the obvious choice here?
Sure.
Yeah, let's start with March Madness. I just wanted to say, too, real quick, thank you, everyone who did a bracket with us. We appreciate it.
My bracket's hot garbage, and I think I'm in like 16th place out of 18?
Good job.
I mean, you're probably not far out for first place, too. So.
if you're Final Four,
as long as you have your national championship, as long as you have your national championship team left, you got a chance.
You're still.
I do not.
R.I.P.
Well,
okay, maybe next year.
I do. Go NC State, baby. I'm still in it.
Polly. Let's go.
I'm in it, baby.
I'm here for it.
Oh God,
I
you got
didn't even
lucky.
do that, man.
Hey, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. There,
That's right.
From what I understand, you just copied off your son's picks.
I changed it at the end. His made too much sense. I was like, that's he's probably got it right, but now I changed it up. I go NC State, Cinderella team. Look out.
Babe. Feeling like 83.
Yeah.
yeah.
Big Jimmy V energy.
Well, Jimmy V, man.
Yep.
Alley-oop. Hey,
Yep,
if we win
legendary
next
teams.
round, we will get Houston in the next round. So
Right.
history repeats itself.
Let's go. One step
So,
at a
All right, I
time,
got
one step at a
boys.
Go ahead,
What number one seed do you think's going to lose first?
time.
Purdue.
That's a very good one.
I would hope Houston, but probably Purdue.
Houston
Purdue-
looked pretty good.
Purdue's
Yeah, I know. I
at
just do that because I don't want to play them.
Purdue's at 140 today against Utah.
I really wanted Sparty to take out the Tar Heels real bad.
That would have been great, but
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I looked up last night and they were doing pretty good, and then I looked up again like
second
2 hours later, and it was
They were up big in the first half, and then I mean the better team just won, and Izzo can never beat North Carolina ever.
Yeah.
So.
0-6.
Now he's 0-6
He
now.
can't beat any North Carolina schools in the tournament. He loses to Duke too all the time.
I mean, he loses to every big school, like powerhouse school.
What about Gonzaga? 9
They're
straight.
really good.
Sweet 16
How about them
appearance.
Zags, baby?
They look
Yeah.
good too.
That's
I think a 5 seed suits them a lot better than a 1 seed.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well,
That's
this
one
year,
season's
Takes the pressure off, and they could play their style.
Yep.
well, they have no pressure this year. This was supposed to be a down year for them.
Well, that's what I mean. It takes like those number 1 seeds against a bunch of schools that aren't really that good, rather than they just played their game against Kansas and they executed perfectly. They came out in the second half and just dominated, and that's exactly what they want to do. And they did a good job at it. I mean, they look scary.
I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Jack Koke from Oakland, who drove to the game in a minivan after he just made his mortgage payment, put the kids to bed. The guy,
Yeah,
the
dude,
guy,
he looks
the guy,
45 years old.
yeah, the guy was
He's going to retire after this season.
Yeah, he's going to retire. I mean,
Matthew Perry looking at us.
he's got just for men stuff hanging on the seat there on the side on the court.
401k, yeah.
Yeah, he's got,
real responsible.
he got Ben Gay, he's got knee wraps. Yeah, but the dude came out. He broke the record for what? The most threes in first two games of a tournament. So, amazing. The guy's
Thank God
automatic.
he missed some of those.
Oh man,
Golly.
I mean, every time you touch the ball, you
just
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but what a story that is. That's what makes March just
Yeah.
the best time ever. I mean, this kid was a Division II Hillsdale College walk-on, no Division I offers, and comes out and basically punches Kentucky right in the face.
Yeah.
He won that game.
Credit to his teammate, the big man Towns. That guy is like he's
Solid.
the reason why we couldn't double him because
Yeah,
the other guy
Townsend's
was
nice. Townsend's nice.
yeah.
He was
And
the
he was just,
Horizon
at
League
one
player
point
of the
he
year.
didn't miss. I was like,
Yeah.
they're going to throw him the ball every time. He's going to score every single time.
Yeah.
Hey Trent,
sir.
what's your podcast involved with? You want to talk a little bit? You're our guest.
Yeah, my show's kind of taking a back seat to producing the other ones we're doing, but I'll just plug the network as a whole. So spread the positives. The tagline's bringing light to what's going right. So all of our shows kind of have that community oriented, uplifting, unifying, just good stuff that's happening. Both of Fleek's shows are textbook example of it too. Yeah, we're just growing, pushing record, telling stories, and it's kind of turning into a little TV radio station type model. So we're selling ads, selling sponsorship and PR packages, and just trying to facilitate stuff that's making a positive impact.
Outstanding. Thank you, Trent, for what you do.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, it's really fun. I'm blessed to get to do it. So
Hell yeah.
It's
Thanks
been
for being
fun,
with
man.
us today.
let's get back to basketball.
Yeah, I just
This is not
Paul loves to veer off
Little-
course
little
every
detour.
once in a while.
Hey,
Well,
I
no, he's our
appreciate- I
guy.
appreciate the plug. I appreciate
yeah,
the plug.
he's our guest.
Hey, he's just being.
Yeah, that's where it comes in
that's
at the end of the show,
hospitality,
though.
man.
Yeah.
Digital
Yeah,
hospitality.
Paul just stops the debates and heads out.
Yeah.
No.
Paulie likes curveballs.
Yeah.
He likes curveballs.
Well, perhaps it should come at the introduction. Hey, we got Trent out here today from.
Mm.
Anyways, thanks, Trent, for being here.
Happy to be here. Good
Uh,
times.
So we got
Yeah,
some
how
good
about-
games today going on
How
too. We
about
got
Burns
oh.
with NC State? That kid is a menace.
Bro. Big DJ.
Next
Yeah,
Zach,
man,
Zach
he's-
Randolph.
He's been there. He's been doing this, dude. He did the same thing last year. You just watch him and you're like, no way, because
The
he
touch
used
is
a lot of
crazy.
contested shots, and he
Yeah.
knows where he's at on the court.
The touch
Got
is
very
wild.
good.
Dude, bro's out there
Feet.
looking like Thanos too, man.
Yeah,
That kid's
dude,
a
he's scary, man.
monster.
He really
Monster.
is. Big
Big
old
body.
teddy bear though. He's so nice. Like
and he's got finesse too with the
yep,
ball.
touch.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
those
Touch is
feet.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real
he's
nice
got
touch.
feet. Yep.
Yeah, he
So
single-handedly took that game over for you guys. Oakland was
I mean, that's our game
handling
plan.
business, and
What's that,
Everything
John?
goes through DJ.
Yeah, we run our ball through. We run our offense through him. So we have for 2 seasons now. It's just nice that he has some people to kick it out to. And you can even see last night, like O'Connell, he did not want to shoot the ball. He wanted to pass the ball. So we still have some work on some.
Well, he had a pretty
And
good
Horn,
game though. He
man.
had like
Horn
9.
had what, 10?
He hit a good shot at the end. He had a big N1 foul, but
Yeah. Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
that-
couple of
that take
shots
was
he
crazy.
passed up on,
Yep.
which I wasn't
Yeah.
against because he was running the clock. But
Mhm.
he could have made those shots. He's a
I
good
think he had-
shooter. He needs to shoot confidently.
But I think he had 9 points and like 10 or 11, 12 assists or something.
Yeah.
Not a bad
That's what
game.
you're asking for your point guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his game.
It's textbook.
Yeah.
Middlebrooks is doing his thing. He's a big help. So
Yeah,
Just with
Horn,
all the foul
I'm
trouble.
I was worried about Horn, man. Like, what do you have? Did he have 10 like the whole game? He had a massive drought. Like, didn't score.
they were
pretty crucial time. Like,
they had some pretty good defenders on the
Yeah.
perimeter. So he had a little bit of trouble. They played zone.
yeah,
I
that threw us
don't
off.
think he was ready for that.
Yeah,
Because zone, he's not really he likes to penetrate.
yeah.
So he's
Little
not a
slasher.
spot up shooter that much. So that's what you got to do with the zone. Just shoot it.
Right.
So who does NC State play next? Do we know yet? I'm not sure.
Marquette in Colorado. We will after 11:45. They're the first game
Okay.
today. So
you
How
guys
about
need
that
that break
game?
too. You guys need
Yeah,
that
we do.
break bad.
oh
You're
yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
exhausted there at the end.
Well,
yeah.
how many
well,
games?
we're lucky that Oakland was on like a 7-man rotation as well.
Right.
So
You guys
Yeah,
won
and then,
like what?
like worst possible outcome is going into overtime when you're already on tired legs. And
Yeah, dude.
even though in that game I was glad it went into overtime because they
That
had the
was
last
so
possession.
scary,
So
man. Golly.
just about
Then they win
Ah,
like
okay.
5 or so many games and
5 and 5 days, and then now it's like 7 and
7 and
8,
10 or something. Yeah.
7 and 10. Yeah, I think it's 7 and 10.
Yeah, they got to be needing a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're sleeping well right now.
Yeah.
When is that? Was the Sweet 16 round starting? Thursday?
Friday and
Right.
Sunday.
Friday and
Nice.
Sunday.
So that's a good break. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think, or what do you think of the Colorado Marquette matchup? I don't really know much about.
I know Marquette's solid.
Yeah.
I have Marquette in my Final Four.
I
kinda
know they're
them.
solid. They're always solid. They're well coached, well rounded. They're a tough team, but you don't see them cutting down the net a lot. So
Yeah.
they do blow it. Colorado looked good, but they played Florida, so I don't.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
about
think that'll.
Yale beating Auburn?
Yale
so
just
crazy,
they just
man.
balled out, man. They did play
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah,
Played really
TCU knocked themselves out. Ken in the audience said. The Frogs.
Yep. TCU dropped that.
Vols won last night against
I think
Texas.
that was the last. That was the article I sent you guys this morning. The last bracket was perfect bracket. It was busted with the Utah State upset. So there's no perfect brackets left. For men's
That's
Crazy
basketball.
made
insane.
it that far. That's pretty. That's
Yeah,
further
yeah,
than
right.
usual.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's
I don't think I've
insane.
ever made it through the first day. Never mind the first round.
Yeah, right.
I've always at least missed one and been very happy with that.
Well,
yeah,
when you
by
got
5 o'clock on Thursday, I've already missed at least
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Usually, yeah.
you
this
got
is
teams
my-
like Oakland beating Kentucky.
Hey,
Who
I
could
had
predict
that.
I
had
had that too.
I
yeah.
was really
entire
close,
world.
man.
Yeah, I was
really
also very
close.
close to taking it.
Yeah. Kentucky is known for losing.
How about?
Yeah, but you're thinking Oakland, an unheard team, coming out and beating Kentucky. I don't care. To me, that just announces headlines to me. I don't know.
All right, I have another question for you boys. Who loses first, Purdue or Tennessee? Because they're both huge choke artists.
Tennessee tried
see
to
those
lose
too.
last night.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. They did down the stretch, didn't they?
Yeah.
They got off to a good lead, and then they just fell apart.
I don't
So
know, man. That's tough.
Purdue plays today, so
I can't. I don't trust Purdue at all.
Man, they play Utah State at 140.
I don't know that they win
That's
this
tough.
game. Honestly,
Really?
it depends how Edie's officiated. Like, are they going to let him go down there and play his game, or are they going to be calling all the crap on him? Just depends.
I think Purdue has more number one seeds than they do Elite Eight appearances.
I think they have more number one seeds than wins. Like, they never win.
Probably. It's probably true.
Oh man,
So
that's funny.
All right.
That's also.
I'm going to move to the NBA for a second. I'm going to show you guys this play.
uh-oh.
Mind you, we all know that I'm not a big basketball fan, but when I saw this, I was like, holy hell. Plays like this will definitely get you excited.
I already know who it is. Yep.
Deontay George runs into Luka. Luka on the floor. Finds Kyrie.
Wow.
They did it again like last night. Luka did
Wow.
another alley-oop to Kyrie or a couple nights ago. That was just made in the same game.
But after Luka Doncic went down on the floor
Wow.
to get
Those
that
two are
ball,
starting to
what
get
a
it
hustle
together.
By the league's
That's-
leading
yeah.
scorer.
On the deck over to Kyrie and
that team is starting to find their chemistry.
Yeah, they are.
It's
They really are.
scary
They
when
look-
they do.
They look smooth.
Like 55.
They've
That
had
looked like
several
a-
plays just like this in the last couple of days.
Look like the Harlem Globetrotters out there.
It's tough though.
Yeah,
The
they'll be
West
good
is
to post.
super stacked.
Is Minnesota still the one seed?
No, it's OKC.
Really?
Yeah, Minnesota's very close. They're like 2 games back. or
Minnesota's
something
good
like
too,
that.
though. Anthony Edwards is probably the best basketball player
Right.
in the
He's
NBA
my
right
favorite.
now.
Yeah, he's my favorite basketball player in the NBA right now.
He's crazy.
I golfed with Trent last weekend. The dude can rock the ball, guys. Just so you know,
Thank
you
you.
can. Yeah, you can rock it, man. Holy cow!
Trent, you know how to golf?
I'm taking an attempt or two.
And you know what he does? This is what's crazy. He like calls the shot before he does it. So he'll be like, I
He
got a
actually
number.
hits it where he's aiming.
No, he talks about it. He goes, this is a number 7.
That's
I'm
the
gonna,
hardest thing to do in golf.
I got a number 7 club here. I'm
the
one.
flight of the 7.
Yeah, I'm
Flight
the
of
flight
the
of the
seven.
7. I'm
Flight
gonna
of
put
the
it to the
7, Act 2.
Yeah, I'm going to put it to the right of the pin. I'm 100 and 200 miles out, and he does it. He hits it to the right of the pin.
Stop it, Paul. You're gonna make me blush, man.
Nah, man, I'm just
Hey,
calling. I call
200
it.
miles is
It was
impressive.
the flight of the 9. I had a flight of the
See
9
what I
was the
mean?
thing.
He's got his
My
repertoire.
9
He
iron
does.
it was cool. I was like the perfect 9. I was 9. I had a smooth 9 out like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, let's go. Fly to the 9, act 1. About 10 feet. Fly to the 9, act 2.
That's exactly how it goes, guys. And he does it. You know, he does it. He doesn't just talk. He does it.
It takes the pressure off. You're just kind of.
Last year, Trent, myself, and my son-in-law golfed in a tournament, and I was like, between these two, I'm like, I'm not even freaking golfing, man.
Literally didn't take a single swing.
Yeah, this is crazy. My back was all jacked up anyways, but after I saw these two teeing off, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not teeing off.
Yeah, Rick's really good.
It was one hole. It was like, I think it was a par 5. Yeah. And first, I think Trent went, and he tried to take a shortcut, and I think he smoked a tree. And then Rick was like, "Oh, I got this. Let me see."
I'm like, "If you hit it right over that tree, Rick, it'll be on the green." And sure as shit, he hit it right there.
He hit it perfectly, and was literally like this much from the hole on a par 5. It was crazy.
It was a par 4. Don't be
was it par 4?
It was a par 4.
It
was a great shot. Unbelievable shot.
I've seen him do that once before.
So let me understand something here, Trent. Fleek is golfing with you. You don't use any of his shots. Did you guys at least let him putt?
No,
I didn't
putt.
No.
He literally took
no.
0 attempts.
Yeah.
0.
Oh, so he caddied.
Pretty much.
he served you guys beer.
I
Serves the
sat in the
purpose.
car and drank beer. But
Who was
tip
it?
him, Trent, for his beer serving abilities.
Was it Billy? Billy was our 4th, right?
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a fun
Billy
day.
was pretty good,
I think
too,
we
man.
got 2nd or something.
We came in 2nd. The team that beat us, which I'm pretty sure they freaking fudged their numbers, man. Because after I saw these guys play, I'm like, there's no way in hell we're losing.
We might be a strong. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
Team.
Yeah. He said we came in 2nd.
Oh,
about that.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
Well, I was the team lead. So
hey, he was he put the team together. He's the coach.
Well, yeah, Fleek. Somebody's got to manage him, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
Just wait till September 11th when I got the team together again.
Big. He needs to have some sponsorships.
Yeah, George can hit pretty good too, Trent.
Yeah, George played good the other day.
Yeah, he can play pretty good too.
Fun little outing.
Yeah, yes it was. Thanks.
Yeah.
So
what else we got?
Baseball, man. MLB starts in a couple days, and it looks like the new Mr. Baseball might be in a little bit of trouble. The story sounds
this is wild.
Super fishy. First, he was doing his friend a favor, and then they're saying that his friend stole money. Listen, if he doesn't get an automatic ban from baseball like today, you have to let freaking Pete Rose back in.
Yep, absolutely.
And I find it hard to believe that the MLB is going to ban this kid because, he is literally has the entire MLB riding on his back right now. This is bizarre.
How could he not know, Rich, that $4.5 million was out of his account? How could he not know that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's going to look really bad. Hey, if he bet on baseball, yeah, Rose needs to come back. He's Hall of Famer.
Yeah. I think Rose needs to come back regardless.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too. But if they just slap Ohtani around and they find out that he's connected to betting on baseball, you better put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't think
Is
they
that
will.
what he was doing? Was he betting? I didn't.
He was gambling.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened? This sports bookie in Orange County got investigated by the feds, and Ohtani's interpreter was in on the books. He was in this sports bettors book. So then that got, they just started investigating that a little more, and come to find out Ohtani's bank account was what his interpreter was using.
Oh.
So was Ohtani using his interpreter to pay for these bets? Did he bail out his interpreter who has the gambling addiction? Did his interpreter steal from him? Those are the three.
Or was Ohtani using his interpreter?
Right, but was he using his interpreter to bet? So that's kind of what we don't know.
I thought
pull
he
the
just
tapes.
stole from
Pull
him.
the
I didn't
tapes.
know. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's wild.
But if somebody tried to pull money out of your account, you get an alert or something, a minimum, I would think. I mean, how can you not know 4.5 million is missing?
$5 comes out of my account, and Navy Federal sends me a
I
text
don't know. I
message.
think we're
that says
talking a whole
$5
different type of tax bracket here. I don't think they're like alerted like we are when a dollar gets spent. I think it's more like
I'm just talking. I'm
somebody
not talking
manages
dollar.
it for him. So
I'm talking functionality, John. The
process.
process.
I mean, I just don't think he manages it. I don't think he touches it.
I don't think he even looks at it.
I bet he does now.
Well, if he doesn't manage his own money, he's an idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Listen,
I don't know. I would argue potentially a smarter.
I would,
depending on
that much
who
money, I would want a professional to manage
but you have to watch it.
Yeah, for
sure. Like anything, anybody, if you hire a gardener, you have to watch them too. But from a distance, it's not like you're.
It's 4.5 million, John.
Right, but he signed a
for $700 million
deal.
I don't think your argument is valid.
That's like $10
$4.5 million.
It's out of $700 million. He signed a contract.
I know, but
it's not his first $700 million.
You can't just.
His Nike contract. I guarantee you, the amount of money he's made from Nike and all these ad deals is ridiculous already.
And I bet you he has a lot of money going in and out every day because he has to invest it, and he has to. So 4.5 million may be a drop in the hat for a daily
interaction.
I don't know. Well, whatever.
I don't think them arguing over the 4.5 million. This dude very well could have bet on baseball. The face of the that's
it
what
sounds like it was an inside thing. Like they were all in on it.
He's so good. That's so
the face of baseball very well could be betting on baseball. That's what. Who gives a shit about the 4 point? That's a mute point.
Right. It is
very well could have been.
It's the functionality of it. The functionality of it, and the fact that the feds have taken interest now. They didn't just trip over it. Somebody gave him a little Scooby snack and said, "Hey, you might want to look at this." So,
well, I mean, I don't know. I've never been investigated, but I don't think the feds are just going out there plucking any old John Doe off the street to investigate them. There has to be a case. There has to be something there.
Well, I could tell you with a lot of confidence that you're right, Eric. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't. I think this story is absolutely insane.
Yeah, you just don't. They don't go out there and just speculative. Somebody calls them, somebody gives them a lead, and then they go kick the rocks up, and then that's what starts.
If it results in Pete Rose getting in the Hall of Fame, though, I'm a fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but potentially we could lose Ohtani, which is terrible.
Well, I'm saying if they were like, forget it, because there's no way, right? That would be like shooting yourself in the foot. I just don't see why they would ban him or just get rid. I would rather go back on the mistakes you've made in the past, put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, try to make good there, and move on.
Well, think about it. Pete Rose days,
obviously,
gambling was not a good thing. Today, everybody's gambling: baseball, football, basketball, everybody. So if they go ahead, they got a precedence issue here, Major League Baseball. If they do find, in fact, that he is guilty of betting on baseball, what is the precedence that the MLB is going to set? Because that precedence is going to be that's going to be moving things forward, and that is going to bring up things like, well, Pete Rose should be brought in then. I mean, the precedence is going to be set here. What decisions made? If Ohtani's found guilty of betting on baseball,
he still has to serve a suspension, though. I'd imagine, even if they're like, all right, Pete Rose is back, but like, you can't just let him walk scot-free.
It's like Scott Birmingham in the audience. He says the sports books in all these arenas, like FanDuel, is at the United Center, for God's sakes.
It's on everybody's cell phone. You could download an app.
Yeah, so it's a different time than when Rose was there. But I don't know if MLB's got some big decisions.
You have to be 21 to sports bet or 18.
21, I believe. 21. You have to be 21, just like walking into a casino. You have to be 21.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But it'll be more to come. But I don't know. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's definitely messy.
Yeah.
But the NFL changed their stance on betting too after that whole debacle with the Detroit Lions players last year.
But also, those guys weren't betting on the NFL. That's correct. A whole different.
But we don't know what Ohtani was betting on yet.
Right. I'm just saying, if he is betting on baseball,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he has to be
I
gone.
I don't see the issue with players gambling, but as long as they're not gambling on their sport.
What if they're gambling on their team?
I feel like that's frowned upon.
Yeah, that's
no.
Yeah.
That's a big no.
That's where it comes in. It don't matter.
Rose gambled on his team.
That's what I mean. Like, if they could figure out that
Pretty
Pete
sure
Rose
Michael
gambled on
Jordan
nothing
did,
but
too.
the Reds, they definitely know who Ohtani gambled on.
Right. So we'll see what the investigation
Yeah, that's gonna be
produces.
crazy.
They got to go through the process, I'm sure, and do whatever, and we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll be around October time they come down with the suspension. I guarantee it.
Yeah, after the
second
Dodgers
half
are
of the
out of the
season.
World Series, they'll let the Dodgers get eliminated first.
Well, just think how this isn't good for baseball right now. You got your whatever, your
Golden
number
child.
one star.
Yeah. What's worse, the MLB strike or this? If he comes out, he was betting on baseball. What would be worse for the
I
sport?
still think the strike. That strike was catastrophic.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
yeah, that's
brutal.
really bad.
It's a good question, Rich. Yeah, what's worse?
I mean, they're both pretty damn bad.
Yep, absolutely.
Especially when it's your golden boy. It's not like some schmuck sitting on the bench, man. This is literally like the MLB's golden boy.
And it's not after his career they're
Never
finding out.
seen
It's like
any-
during the prime of his career. He just went to a huge market team. He's going to have
Just
to
signed the biggest deal in the history of all sports.
Yeah.
Then this drops, man. Holy hell.
That's crazy.
Well, we got opening day starting Thursday. I could go down, give my Cubs breakdown. If whoever wants to go first or next or whatever. Break it down by our team.
Yeah, so Detroit starts off in Chicago in the Windy City. And I am super stoked about baseball season this year, although I am every year until 4th of July, and then I'm like, F it, man, just bring football back. The Tigers suck.
That's baseball.
Now, the Cubs kick it off at Texas, and then they come over to Wrigley, play the Rockies. The Cubs were 83 and 79 last year, and they basically underperformed because they had a lot of talent, but they performed well after the All-Star break. But they brought in Shota to replace Stroman, which is a big loss for us. But Shota hopefully will pick up the gap there, losing Stroman. And then the Cubs, I don't know. They're either a bit too old because they got Gomes, they're a bit too young because they got Armstrong, or they're a bit too volatile because they got freaking Christopher Morel. I don't know. But the PECOTA scale, which determines individuals and teams' predictions for baseball season, PECOTA scale's got the Cardinals being in first place, the Cubs, followed by Milwaukee, Cincy, and then Pitt, the Pirates. So I don't know. All I know is I'm excited. That's my breakdown on the Cubs. Who's next?
Not
Well,
mad at it.
How
I'm
are the
excited.
Yankees going to be? Are they
I'm
gonna-
excited. We are already working through some injuries, but we should be all right. We're deep enough, that's for
This
sure.
is my bold-ass prediction for the New York Yankees.
We've
They're going to
heard
be
it
number
already.
one all the way through the regular season, and they're going to get bounced in the first round.
Yeah, okay.
There you go, John.
Yeah, your predictions in baseball are about as good as they are in March Madness, so I'm not worried about it.
Touche.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
don't know,
excited.
John. The Yankees are in probably the toughest division in baseball, and I mean,
As we've always been.
what's Cole's injury? Is it a month or two, or is it going to?
No, he needs Tommy Johns.
That hurts.
Yeah, he'll be 2 months. He'll be back. Be all right. I'm not. I would rather him get fixed at the beginning of the season. Get it taken care of. He has plenty of time to get into a groove. We don't need him for 20 wins. We need him at the end of the year. We need him for the big games. He could be a leader from the bench for the first couple months. We'll be fine with that. We're, as per the usual, relying on our hitting too. So we've got a great starting rotation, an okay bullpen. We've got some bullpen issues too, or injuries that are coming around. So it's typical baseball. It's wait for the All-Star break and go. That's it.
Yeah,
Once after the
basically
All-Star break happens,
survive the All-Star break.
it's go time. Yep. If you have your team healthy and ready to go by then and in a groove, you'll be all right. You'll make your playoff run then you'll coast into the playoffs and be ready. That's the goal. Doesn't always work out that way.
You could put me in the rotation as a starting pitcher for the Yankees, and we'll still come down with a couple dubs because that line
Yeah,
was
we're going to
crazy.
score 14 runs.
Yeah.
We're going to have games like when they hit. So
I got a question from the audience from Ken, our one of our big supporters. He says, report says it's questionable whether the Rangers can repeat this year. Yeah,
very
I
hard
don't
to
know.
do.
Speaking of the Rangers, Wyatt Langford made the big club. That kid is an absolute animal.
They had a couple. They have a couple of young guys.
Evan Carter. They have two guys on that team that potentially could be battling it out for Rookie of the Year. I think
They should be
biggest question for the Rangers is, can they survive until DeGrom and Scherzer come back? And if so, they're going to be a problem.
That's a good question. That's like we were just talking about. It's just what your team looks like after the All-Star break.
Yeah, John, you nailed it right there. And then, as we all know, right, singing to the choir here, but the pitching is huge in the playoffs.
Pitching is huge. There's going to be moves that are going to be made. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be kids that are on the bottom of the bench right now that end up being huge players. So baseball is a wait and see game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Texas team's going to have no problem scoring runs. Almost very similar to the Yankees,
they're
but
solid, man.
They
have the experience.
Suspect. That pitching's very suspect.
What, on the Rangers, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What
we'll
about
see.
the Braves?
I love baseball.
How the
season.
Braves going to be?
Braves
Trent-
look like a
Braves are going to run away with the East, in my opinion.
Like to hear.
Agreed.
Is that who you follow, Trent? The Braves? Yeah.
Chop
yeah,
on, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep,
Yeah, they're a
yep.
fun team. They will be a fun team to watch.
They kind of gave it away, I guess, right there.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They have been so fun to watch lately.
Acuna's probably one of my favorite players in Major League Baseball. That kid's a stud.
60 stolen bases?
He was 40-70.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's still so crazy. First time ever.
Hey, why do the Cleveland Indians have to change their name, but the Atlanta Braves do not?
Well, did you see Is Chief Wahoo racist?
Is it racist?
I don't know.
Aren't the Redskins trying to get their name changed back?
How's it racist? I don't understand.
The cartoon character of the Indian? I think that's a little.
I think the issue is their name is just Indians.
Well, look at the Chicago Blackhawks. They got an Indian on their jersey.
Yeah, but their name's the Blackhawks, not Indians. Same with the Redskins, were the Redskins.
Richard,
but the Redskins, that was an actual cheat.
What's he saying?
I know, but I'm saying it's just the name.
I see what you're saying.
He's blaming it on his son having his phone
Especially
somewhere.
right now.
I said, don't blame your son.
I don't know. You know, that's what's ridiculous. The Redskins have always been the damn Redskins. You know, what's this Commander stuff? That's a joke. They want to mess with the Braves, the Cleveland Indians. I mean, that's a joke. Leave the names alone. From what I read, yeah, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, but from what I read, though, the Indians, a lot of Indians are offended that the Washington Redskins changed the name. From what I read,
they are. They're suing to get the name back. To be honest. With
yeah.
you.
So, I mean, I don't want to disrespect any culture or nothing, but if that's the case, then what is the NFL doing? Get off with your woke nonsense and just
But
leave.
it's not just the NFL. The vendors said, if you don't change your name, we're going to pull all of our product from your stadium.
Yeah. Well, look how that worked out for Bud Light.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, Bud Light's back on, though.
Yeah,
Kid Rock came out and said it's okay to start drinking again. So as long as Kid Rock says it's okay, let's go.
Measuring stick.
Crack them and go. Let's go. Yeah.
What a measuring stick.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
Hey, all right. Oh, well, Bud Light's back. Okay.
Hey, so, I don't know. The Tigers probably be mediocre again at best, but we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited to see what they can do.
Mediocre. You've got high hopes this year, huh?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I said mediocre at best.
I think they win the Central.
You do?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Like
Look at
the
the
division?
rotation. Look at the rotation.
If not us, then who?
Twins.
That's what I'm going to look at. That's what my
Twins
first
didn't
thought
do
was.
shit.
All right. Well, I'm going to hold you to that, Eric. I would love it to win the Central.
Cleveland can
I
win
bet
that
they do.
division.
I'd like the Red Wings to make it to the playoffs, too, and finally get that monkey off their back. Such an iconic organization. But so I just want to slide into football real quick. Is Cam Sutton still on the run?
I haven't heard that he's turned himself in or anything.
How can you not find this dude? I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, I'm under a rock. What is it? What?
You know, Cam Sutton, he was just released by the
Defensive
Detroit
back.
Lions. Yeah, defensive back for domestic violence. Apparently choked out his wife or his girlfriend.
gosh.
and he's been on the run since like Thursday. Like the
Yeah,
police
they
cannot locate him.
Yeah, they can't find him
Wow.
anywhere. So I don't know. What's he got, like a burner phone? Like as soon as you turn your phone on, it's pinging off all these cell phone towers. Like if they really want to find you, they're gonna find you.
Yeah, you can't use
Yeah.
your bank accounts. Can't,
Yeah, can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Every time your car drives past an intersection, they're taking pictures of your license plate. Like, dude, seriously, how do they not find this dude? It's
According to
crazy.
the Pacoda scale, the Detroit Tigers have a 5.6% chance of making the playoffs.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes.
So
Well,
major
they-
league.
Sounds like
believe.
fake news.
I know. Yep, I hear you. Oh, and that's the other thing. All this stuff about people, Justin Caleb saying this for the the number one
man.
pick. He says this, he says that. We don't know what's real out there, in the social media world. It's just
What is
everybody-
real? There's a lot of red flags on this kid.
there's a lot of red flags. Yeah, he's got a slinky between his ears and all that. We hope he comes in with a good attitude, but we'll see. But what I'm saying is the sports, this Otani thing, there's so many false fake news reports out there, Facebook and all this stuff. It's hard to believe anything you read. And only
I'm
half
just
of
glad
what
that
you
the
hear.
Chicago Bears have the first pick.
Yeah. Well, you could throw Mickey Mouse back there at quarterback next year or this season, and they'll still be pretty good with all the weapons.
I don't know about all that.
I do. Yeah. But anyways,
Soon, I heard there's a controversy for the number 13 or 2 already. It's
yeah.
Caleb Williams and Keenan Allen both wear 13.
There's a big
All right.
controversy
I'm
on
not Keenan Allen
that.
for like nothing. I'm still mad about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
Come to Carolina for that. So
Well, the big pivot point, one of the best offensive linemen in college football is Alt from Notre Dame, and he's a offensive tackle. That'd be a nice pickup for somebody.
Blake Corum
he-
had the same amount of reps at the combine as him. Just had to throw that out there.
Who?
On the bench press. Sorry, I should probably put that part in. Blake Corum repped as
Yeah.
many times as Joe Alt did on the bench press at the combine.
Yeah, and he's a running back. That's true.
Yeah, he's
That
like
dude is.
5'6" or something like that.
Yeah, he's jacked. That dude. I saw that, Jason.
It's like
Yeah, that was-
27 reps on the bench press.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Larry Allen, just back for the combine stuff. Larry Allen back in his day, he did 43 reps with 225.
Golly.
Hall of Famer, offensive lineman for the Cowboys. They call him LA's from Compton. Yeah. 43 bench presses on 225. And then later on in his career, he benched 705. You could look it up on YouTube.
It's crazy.
Hey, what do you guys
705
think? What do
pounds.
you guys think about wasting your first overall pick on a quarterback? I know a lot of people think no. build up
Depends
your
on the
line.
quarterback, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on who it
It's a
is.
crapshoot. It really
Yeah,
is.
I'm not taking Williams at 1.
No.
No.
I might take Drake May over Williams.
There's a
I
lot of
would not do
history
that.
of
I wouldn't do that.
No,
You don't think so?
nah, Drake
You
May's
can't.
next Mitch
2.0, bro.
Trubisky.
You can't.
Trubisky 2.0.
Yep.
You can't ask these two guys though.
What I'm trying to get at
Yeah,
is
we're a little-
I
both
just
of
don't
us
need
like, no, Drake.
I just don't need a head case in the locker
so
room.
funny.
We got all these pieces around now, and a head case is just going to create all kinds of problems. So Paget, our backup, hopefully he
Well,
plays good.
It's not like things have been running very smoothly down there in Chicago anyways, so
That's true.
John, who's your NFL team?
I'm a Chargers fan.
Okay.
I followed Phillip Rivers.
Okay.
I've been hearing a lot that the Chargers got rid of Keenan because they're going to pick up Marvin Harrison at that first pick.
Bro, that'd be
No, we traded the first pick, I think.
Did you? No?
Yeah,
Did you?
I think we moved down to 11.
Oh.
What?
I looked up a mock draft just yesterday, and I saw
That probably happened in the mock draft.
Oh, maybe, yeah,
I don't think they have. Because they have like the 4th or the 5th right now or something.
5th, I think.
Yeah. They're saying 4 quarterbacks could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Marvin Harrison fall right in their line.
I'd take it.
Where's
Yeah,
JJ go,
nasty
Jason?
combo. I've seen
think
him go
he's
as high as
for real.
4, but I don't think he goes that high. That's kind of crazy to me that he would go.
I think he's the best quarterback in the draft.
I'd take him over Caleb.
Is that crazy?
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
good.
Hey, you know
Where
what,
you are,
Caleb?
50th pick.
I take anybody over Caleb. To be honest with you, I think he's a
I
head
would too.
case.
I think a lot of what we're seeing on the internet is fake.
Mhm.
Blown
I don't
out,
think
yeah.
he's actually saying half of the things that's coming out here.
Okay.
But
I
And I
agree.
hope you're right, Jason.
I'm not as high. I think he'll be a decent quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll be the generational talent everybody's saying though.
Yeah,
Right.
that's fair.
I agree.
Almost hard. That's almost impossible to predict. You got to play some snaps, but I mean, I think the talent's there, and I think you're right, Jason. I think some of the things that you hear when you see him speak, he doesn't look like he's crazy, like he's saying these wild nuts, and he speaks with intelligence.
Yeah.
But then you read about it, or you hear somebody else talk about it, and you're like, man, that's wild. But it's gonna wait and see again.
To me, the
You're gonna
biggest
have
red
to-
flag is though he sat out of the combine and he wouldn't let anybody give him a physical or look at his freaking medical records. I mean,
But
to
he
me,
did
that's
this.
huge.
He did to specific teams, though, right?
He did
the
allow
teams that were
specific
interested.
teams to look at it. You're right, Jason. He did not allow all 32 teams to look at all his
just the people that were.
medical.
But he
interested.
explained it. He explained himself.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
seemed fine to me.
I agree, John. He's well spoken and all that, and I've been caught, buying into some of the quotes that Facebook has on what he said and all that, and then I realized, it's Facebook, it's fake.
It
book,
could totally be the case too. He could get to the
Yeah.
NFL and you could just watch him
Yeah.
for a couple weeks and be like, "This dude."
I don't think his camp would let him say some of that stuff that Facebook is putting out there that he said because of the money. I mean, I don't care how good you are. If you're out there saying some crazy off the wall stuff, that organization is investing a lot of money in you. They're not gonna want to touch you if you're a head case like that. So I'm with you, John. I think a lot of it is just made up garbage. I hope.
But there's some things you can't make up though, like the in-game footage of him pouting on the sideline after.
That's my biggest thing with him.
After Utah, he's a bad teammate, and you can't fake that. You can
Just
say
sore
whatever
loser.
you want to. You can say whatever you want to say, but there's like actual video footage of him pouting on the sideline, writing "F Utah" on his nails. What he said at the press conference that's fully recorded about how he just wants to go home and basically gave up on USC. So
Right. Good point, Eric. Yeah, you can't. Some of that stuff is on tape. You can't negate that.
And that's tough. That's
Yeah.
that's the stuff you should be looking into if you're.
and
gonna
you're
draft
supposed
him.
and you came back for your sophomore season to lead USC to the national championship, right? Which is why he came back. And
So he shouldn't be the one complaining. It's on him. If he's the
right,
leader.
yeah, you face a little bit of adversity and you're already pouting on the sideline, giving up. I don't know. That's not a good look to me.
Right.
And
Well,
that
he
is
Especially when
can't
you're going to be the
come-
number one
Coaching.
draft pick, you're going to go to a tough situation. You're going
Yes,
to go to there may be 2 or 3 seasons where you're not. I mean, look at Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
He didn't come out MVP.
Well, he can't come into the NFL with grown men in that locker room, come in with a Hollywood attitude, and haven't done anything yet. He's going to get a special treatment from the guys. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'm actually can't wait till this draft is over so we could be done with it. I'll be honest with you.
Start the process. The
Yeah,
rebuilding process.
Yeah, start the
I
process.
think you guys will be good. I think you made a good point. You could put anybody back there, and they've got talent. They did their job this offseason. That is for sure.
Is the line any good? Wasn't that the issue?
That is a good question.
Yeah,
The line was Trent. The offensive line. We got right tackle from Tennessee. The guy was phenomenal for us. Number 58. We had some center issues on the O line. We picked up 2 O linemen this season, so the O line should be improved. We got the receiving core.
Yeah.
If we can get Alt that number 9 pick from Notre Dame, which I doubt, that offensive line tackle Alt. If we could pick him up, then Poles should run for president at that point. That would be
quite the
phenomenal. Huh?
It's quite the turnaround for you, Polly.
I know, right?
I think you're
You want to
calling
run
for
the
his
guy
head.
out of Chicago, now all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're talking about running him for president.
Hey, you know why I want? Okay,
Out of
you know what I
Chicago
wanted
into the
to-
White House.
No, you know why I wanted to run him out of Chicago? Because he put Fields back there in his first and second season with no support, and Fields had to run all over the place for his life because he got no support in there for him. He had no O-line. I talked about this last show. So Poles, in my opinion, at that juncture, I thought he gave Justin Field no chance as a rookie second-year quarterback to succeed at all. And
Trust
I
the
thought
process.
that right there was mismanagement, and I put that on Poles. Now Poles has got a plan, obviously, that, I'm just a fan. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes there, but he's obviously got a plan, and he's put it together this year, and he's done very well. So, you know what? One day you could be, the bug, and the next day you could be the window. I don't know. Whatever. But he's proven himself. He's done a good job. So I give him credit where credit's due. And this year he's done a good job.
That's being recorded when you say that. You know this, right?
Well, I mean, that's
gonna be our sound bite now forever.
Well, might be the bug, might be the window.
It might be the bug. You might be the bug, might be the windshield. You don't know. But, hey, I got to give credit where it's due right now. He's done a very good job. So things change, I'm not curmudgeon enough or set my ways enough to realize that,
way to evolve, man.
What's
Open
that, Trent?
mind. It's a way to keep evolving.
Well, wait till they lose the first games of the season, the 30 games of the season.
Hey,
then I'll go back on the. You know what? I'm a fan, so I'll go back off and go back on the polls and start jumping
Fan
on
from
them
the
again.
top of the fence.
Yeah, I'm not on payroll. I'm just a fan.
That's right.
We're Nosebleed Report people, man. We sit way up high.
That's right. Well, I can say I had one of the lowest moments in my fandom the day that we traded Frankie Louvu and Brian Burns in a matter of hours. Like that's top 3 lowest points of my fandom as a human being. Like,
No first round pick to be seen.
Yeah. See, now I'm just right back there, Jason.
Hey, TD, where do you put that with McCaffrey leaving
TMC.
Oh man, Christian's on a different level. Christian will always be. Yeah, it's laughable at this point, but and just heartbreaking. But yeah, I was legitimately leaving the Minutes Wisely meeting. I was like, this is the saddest I've been as a Panthers fan in a long time. I didn't think we were going to keep Brian Burns, but I was pretty sure we were going to keep Frankie. And when we lost Frankie, I was like, no, dude. It's just like to the Commanders for like nothing again. It's like, what are we? Anyway.
It's a tough organization.
Hey,
man.
you know what, Trent? It's tough being a fan.
Is hard, man.
It really is.
Yeah.
Hardest thing in sports.
We were talking about. I was like, 2015 was. It seems like so long ago. I mean, 8 years is quite a while, but is that right?
9, but
9.
pulling up on 9.
That's why it feels so long.
Yeah.
It's almost a decade.
You had that whole extra year.
I
9
guess
years is pretty long. That's why it does seem
Seems like
it's a
forever
while
ago.
ago.
It was. You know?
I felt the same way, Trent, when the
Oh,
Cubs
man.
got rid of Rizzo and what's his name?
If only Cam jumped on that ball.
Yeah.
Can't remember what his name.
Damn it, jumped on the
Chris
ball.
Bryant.
Stop it.
Hey,
That
they
was
got rid of
pretty
Chris
time
Bryant and Rizzo in this right after like the All-Star break, and I was like, oh my God, because I'm a Rizzo fan.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
What's
me
he
too.
for?
We don't need to see your butt, but we get it.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is fun. Nosebleeds.
Yes.
Nosebleeds, baby.
Talking that talk.
We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you
Let
coming
know
on
what
there,
time it
TD.
is. Yeah,
Trying
man,
to.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Does
Go
anybody got anything
Wolfpack,
else?
John. Let's
Dude.
go. Let's keep
Let's
this
go.
running.
Let's get it.
Come on, everybody. Just one
What-
little guy.
Oh,
Hey,
Come
I'll
on,
do
all
it.
together. All together.
I'll do it.
Come on.
I'll
There
do
we
it.
go. Come on,
Hey,
Fleek. Come
I
on.
got him
Hey,
winning
just
the
a
whole
little
thing,
guy.
man.
There we go. Just
There we go.
There it is.
There we go. I got him winning the whole thing, baby.
Dude.
Come on.
Hey, I got a future. I'll be rich.
What time is that game?
We don't play till next week now.
Yeah, we play on Friday.
That's
We get a
right,
little bit of a break.
Yeah, that's right.
Get some IVs, get some hydration,
Head to
get
Dallas.
some massages, probably appropriate massages. So
I got you.
Yeah, don't be getting those inappropriate ones. Now you need all your boys.
Yeah, we don't need any reason to get kicked out of this tournament.
No.
Hey, you
no
guys
drama.
see my dog chilling on the couch?
What up,
Doesn't
Briggsy?
like-
Barely.
Yeah, he blends in.
Briggsy.
I see a lot of sunlight.
Wake up.
He is
Get a
out,
job.
man.
That's your
Yeah,
buddy.
get a job.
Yeah, get a
He's
job.
hurting right
Go
now.
hit the
man.
treadmill,
He
man.
hasn't eaten in like 5 days. I got to
No
take him back
way.
to the vet. Yeah,
What's
Oh,
wrong
man.
with him?
he's limping.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
He goes so hard, he hurts himself, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is it his
I feel
hips?
better, man. I didn't,
No,
I
it's-
wouldn't.
It's like his.
It's usually like his wrist or his
it's
knee.
like his. I think it might be his knee or something. But
Bosco has the same. I've got him on a bunch of joint supplements and stuff like that. But when he runs around with like my mom's dog, the next like today, he's same thing. He's limping around and just
Yeah.
kind of chilling. But yeah, he's got
Good CBD oil for him.
yeah,
Seriously.
for reals. All right. Anybody else got anything before we shut her down?
I think the Pistons have thrown in the towel. I'm just gonna throw that in. Shut down like half the team on the back end here. So
There's always next year.
yeah, I think it'll be a few years, but yeah.
You never know.
I can relate to that. Always next year stuff.
Again, the NBA freaking lottery is a joke.
It's tough. It's tough to
Sucks.
be good. in that.
Hey, we can commiserate there too as a Hornets fan. I think we're
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
one that could. My Carolina teams are just.
Have you ever gotten a number one pick?
Do what?
Yeah,
Have they
LaMelo.
ever gotten a number one pick?
No, LaMelo was 2, wasn't he? He wasn't even
Yeah, I
1.
think Melo was too.
That's crazy.
Melo's him though. I love Melo. Oh, Brandon Miller was 2 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was mad about going to Charlotte. Don't blame him, but
Yeah, I wouldn't have been happy.
And you got a bunch of top 5 picks
I
that didn't
know.
really pan out.
Well,
But
thanks
Orlando
everybody.
is getting hot, so if they
Thanks,
can do it
everybody
in
out
like
there.
4 years,
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody that tuned in and
Paulie,
listened.
Appreciate you, man. Fleekster, good stuff.
All right.
Eric,
Hey,
nice
Trent,
to meet you.
yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah,
your
nice to
writing,
meet you,
man.
buddy.
Your writing's
Yeah, thanks,
always
man.
super on point, man. I enjoy
Oh.
your.
Oh,
I
thank
enjoy
you.
your,
Yeah.
man. I always
you.
enjoy your articles. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
We'll
he
get
keeps
back
us
out
going
there,
for sure.
Trent.
All right, yes, sir. We will.
All right, guys. Till next Sunday.
All right.
Go Pat.
NW Ball.
NWO. That's right.